Ladies and gentlemen, our next station stop will be Irvine Station. 13 minutes for Irvine, folks. We are currently running about 55 minutes behind schedule. We do apologize for the delay, folks. We did need to have.
We live in a very unique region here. This is what we call Caribaja. We're actually right now in a mass transit station in Tijuana. But the idea here is to divide the route in two different components. First, the Lausanne corridor, that's what we call it, from San Luis Obispo, 6 counties going southbound in Southern California all the way to the San Diego border. And then on the second phase, from Tijuana to Ensenada.
The René Peralta invited me to the competition. And I was very interested when he started talking about the speed of the train. Immediately, I started thinking about the potential of a radical change in the organizations, social and cultural organizations that might happen with this.
Being able to have a much more sustainable environment. So meaning that the more people you get on a system like this, like the Hyperloop, well, the less cars you're going to have, is the less trucks you're going to have on the freeways, therefore cleaner air.
We actually skipped the border almost in the way airports do it, right? So the idea would be security at the entry, security exit, and that way you have a secure line for both people and goods.
We have one of the busiest regions, which is the San Diego, Los Angeles. We can potentially say it's almost one city. And then we have it coming into the border. So people that are arriving in the Tijuana airport, for example, there's a direct flight into China, which San Diego can't take large airplanes. They can only take small flights coming in from domestic, basically. Transportation can do very good, or it can do a lot of harm. As we can see now, the freeways in the San Diego to Los Angeles, everyone has to spend hours and hours wasted of human capital.
It'll give autonomy to these cities that are in the southwest of the United States, meaning that people can live where they choose and be able to work where they choose. So in this sense, the availability of affordable housing, the availability of living in places where people have social ties.
People who do policy, people who work in government agencies, who already have sort of a concept about movement of people and goods, which is basically trucks, basically airplanes, technologies from the 19th century, 18th century, and this is something towards the future, but it's almost here now.
The potential for this technology goes beyond being fast and transporting people and getting cargo to the destination efficiently. It has the potential to create a whole new society, a whole new organization of how we relate to each other, of how we see space, of how we see regions. It is the technology that might take us, the infrastructure that might take us into the evolution of our society, into evolution even of a species, if you want to go to that extreme.
Gentlemen, would you care to see some more of the Krell wonders?
Indeed, yes.
If you will, step in this shuttle car. How often the Krell technicians have ridden in this little vehicle?
What now, Dr. Morbius?
Prepare your minds for a new scale of physical scientific values, gentlemen.